Another key race to watch this November is Ohio's 16th congressional district. Democrat Congressman John Boccieri represents those people living in Stark, Medina, and Wayne counties and parts of Ashland as well. News Channel 5's John Kosich went to Worcester tonight for the debate between Boccieri and his Republican challenger Jim Renacci.
Yeah, Danita, this is a district that voted for Republican John McCain in 2008, but elected a Democrat in John Boccieri for Congress. That is why this is really one of the most closely watched races in the country. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi wasn't on stage tonight in Worcester with Libertarian Jeff Blevins, Republican Jim Renacci, and Democrat John Boccieri, but her presence was felt.
We are being represented by Nancy Pelosi. Our congressman votes 94% of the time with the Nancy Pelosi agenda. He continues over the last 2 years to walk lockstep with Nancy Pelosi.
Boccieri, on the other hand, says that Republican Renacci supports the trade practices that have eroded America's manufacturing base.
There's fundamental differences between me and my opponent on this issue. He supports free trade agreements, doesn't want to close the tax loopholes that have sent our jobs overseas, and I think that's unacceptable for a long-term strategy.
Arguably, Boccieri's biggest vote in Congress was the one cast this past spring in support of the president's health care bill, a measure Renacci vows to reverse.
I stand here today to say that we need to repeal and replace that health care bill. We need to replace it with a bill that takes care of cost. 85% of the problems in health care today are cost.
Boccieri argues that is a move that would remove care from the millions of Americans who otherwise would not be able to get it because of pre-existing conditions.
These folks want to turn it over to the insurance companies. I want to turn it back over to you. Everybody in this country, by the way, should have access to the same care that these gentlemen would enjoy as members of Congress.
Now, on another matter, while they differ on what to do with it, both candidates, in response to an audience question, say something needs to be done with the estate tax to ensure that Ohio farmers can keep their farms in their families. The election may be 6 weeks from tomorrow, but early voting in Ohio starts next week. On your side, John Kosich, News Channel 5.
And for more Democracy 2010 coverage, log on to newsnet5.com, click onto the news link, then follow it to the politics subheading.